Good morning, everyone. So I'm here in Mississippi. I came up to do some work. I haven't been on the channel in a while, but I came up to do some work a month ago in October. That kind of fell through, but this is a spot I came a couple of years ago I really like, so I'm just hanging out here for a bit. Might as well. I live out of my RV, so I found this nice spot here. Take a look at the woods. There's a barn, a couple of other RVs, not many, but really I've got this whole area to myself. And that's something new too. I upgraded to this RV. Got a good deal on it. Got rid of my other one to get a little more space. A little more hassle too, but it's pretty decent. I'll give you just a quick peek. Everything's disorganized still, but just a nice lot more space in here, and I can do my recording. I got my little setup. So that's what we're doing today. Anyway, I just want to give you a heads up what's coming up on this video. Just a couple of day hikes I did. I can't remember the name of the trails. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Just some local trails here near Picayune, Mississippi. Actually went up north on the National Forest Trail. You're gonna see that's up by Meridian, Mississippi. But I actually like Mississippi. I don't like the down by New Orleans and all that stuff. We're north of that, but north of here it starts getting. Look how pretty that is. We had 46 degrees this morning. Perfect. Sat out here. We got my little coffee cigar spot. So here we go. We'll take a look at some of these hikes. I liked some of these areas. Thank you. Awesome. Got some coffee going. Fire. It's cold this morning. It was down to around 38. Enjoy your day. Started early. Let's go. Got my walking stick. Man, I hope that whole video I just filmed wasn't in slow-mo. Anyway, we're coming to see these guys right here. What's up, guys? Let's see if they don't freak out. I hardly ever they're always off somewhere, and I never get to see them. And this morning we got all of them over there. I just filmed. I love horses. They're hyper-intelligent dogs. Hey, bud. Such powerful animals, but they let us mess with them. It's funny. I'm gonna put this right here. I'm gonna see if this guy's good. Good morning. Good morning. And you guys are big. horse. He's pretty. Pretty. Oh, it's good. Yeah, that seems to be calm. I like it. I like that. How about this guy? Or girl, man, you're huge. I love this. I love this. You good? Okay. Hi. I don't have any food. I'll get some for you. I can get some tomorrow. Can I pet your neck? Yeah, it's good. Good girl. It's a pretty girl. Yeah. Pretty girl. Oh. It's a pretty girl. I like you. It's awesome. We got to see some horses today. I know they want food. It looks like they got all the food. Same grass over there as I got. But for some reason they think this grass is better. Foolish horses. Ow, I just grabbed a thorn. That sucked. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if we can make some friends. It's pretty easy. You guys are pretty easy. Pretty easy. There's some grass. There you go. Good girl. Good. I like that. Oh. You good? Everybody good? You want more? All right, give me a second. There's not much around here. Somebody just mowed. Maybe that's why they want this. Okay, we're gonna grab some more, and we're gonna do that right there. Okay, we're gonna divide this up. First, there you go. Okay, you got the bad lot here. I apologize. It's all I have. There's some dirt on it. You can get rid of it. Yep. See, you're trying to get rid of that dirt. Good. It's good. Hey. You want me to get it? Here. There we go. Teamwork. All right, guys. See ya. Getting out this morning, do something I haven't done in a long time. Hiking. We got a trail here in Mississippi I found. We're gonna go give it a shot. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be really busy, but I just need to get some exercise. Looks like a nice little simple trail. Here's the info. I like what it says. White people lived on one area, black people lived in a different area. We're in the center of the racism experiment. So we're going to be going down this road that was part of this town that doesn't exist anymore, I guess. It's a nice, I don't know, maybe 50 degrees. Pretty good. Perfect hiking weather. Slightly chilly, but once you get moving, it should be good. I like this kind of hike here for a simple day hike. That's a big, like, rhododendron tree, isn't it? That's cool. Or is that an avocado thing? I don't know. Rhododendron, I think. This is 12.6 miles one way. I'm just gonna go up about 5 miles and turn around. Come back. I'm not walking 25 miles a day. It's a lot like Florida here. Tallahassee area. Some hills, but not. You're still kind of in the swampy kind of vibe. This reminds me of when I hiked the Florida Trail. It was awesome. These kind of sections. These, the green tunnel. All right. Ugh, muck. This is what I'm talking about, muck. Turpentine kiln area. African Americans lived in 1 to 2 room houses. They worked as lumberjacks. They worked in the turpentine industry right here. Huh. If you could time travel, right? Interesting. All right, we'll talk to you later. Taking a break. I got 4 miles in. Turned around about getting close to my 3-mile marker on the way back. It's been a while. Whew. I do love hiking, man. Oh, I so love it. This is the perfect trail, though. It's just easy. I think it's an old logging road or railroad, especially at the beginning up here. It's a raised hill with an old path, so pretty sure it used to be a logging road. You find a lot of those around different wilderness areas. A lot of the Florida trails like that, like this. But we're in kind of a national, it's not a national forest, it's a national wilderness. But you can see even here, I always have this complaint. All these longleaf pines, how young they are. I almost feel like it's a scam because this is a forest that is basically a crop for the U.S. The federal government just cut these and sell the wood. So we don't have a natural forest here. None of this stuff is. The forest originally wasn't just longleaf pines with open space and a bunch of shrubs, right? You get sections of forest that are original, but most places in the South, it's gone. I mean, most places in the country, it's gone. You can find, if you go out to where I was last year in Montana, although they do logging there, they do similar things there. A lot of sections of the national forest are just forests. They've never been touched, or the way they log it is different. Down here, they cut it like corn. And it just looks, I mean, this is pretty, but it's not natural. I'm glad that we get to hike in it and walk in it, but it's kind of a shady deal where they're actually just destroying the forest, using the resources, making money off of it, calling it a forest. So, but you know, at least the wildlife gets to have a place to live, and they don't turn it into houses. Which, if you don't have, at this time in history in America, if you do not have a national forest or a wilderness area, something dedicated to not be developed, it's developed. There's nothing left. It's crazy. This has happened in the last, I don't know, 40 years or so. But the only way you can get to the woods anymore is to come to these fake woods. Or some cases, if you're out in the middle of Wyoming or Montana, you get some real woods. But that's really depressing. And it's just kind of happened in the last 100 years. People haven't realized it, other than the Forest Service. But pretty soon, all it's going to be to get any nature is little park pockets, and everything else is going to be city. It might take another 50 years, but that's all. That's what it's going to be. All right, rant is over. But I just wish we lived in those. I guess it's not over. I wish we lived in those times when 100 years ago, you know, you go into the woods. You're going to the woods. There's nobody there. You just go. You know, it's not an artificial tree crop that they allow you to go into. So it's kind of sad. But it is nice to be out here instead of in the city and in the town. I always feel good. I don't love the South or East Coast forest as much as the West, but I mean, this is nice. So we're doing 8 miles today total. 4 up. I hit the marker on my way back. I'm about 3.5 to go. Out of shape. I'm not carrying a pack or anything, but feeling good. Feels good to get out and get some sun. All right, guys, we'll see you at the end. All right, so we got 1 mile to go, and a thought occurred to me. My hands in the way. I'll let you guys walk with me for a mile. How about that? I'll try to get the speed that I usually do. Should be about 3.2 miles per hour. And you can enjoy these woods. Here we go. I don't know what this will look like. Can't use my sticks, but that's all right. Hang on. Let's take this off. And hang on to those. All right. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna walk a mile. We got 1 mile left. These things are actually kind of a trip hazard. I thought I'd just have you walk with me. I don't know how the stabilization is on this camera, but It's supposed to have stabilization in there, but I don't see it. Anyway, we're gonna give the speed I go, and you can join me. If you don't mind the breathing. Not the breeding, the breathing. Okay, we're not quite at the end, but I'm going to show you how these traps work. I've had other videos on this, but so a lot of people just wear these. See if I can do this while I'm holding the camera. You get these. I'm trying to think how to do it wrong. I can't do it wrong anymore. And you put it, just put your hand in it, like down. Hang on. There we go. So the first thing is, people usually do this, right? So you're kind of, your grip, if this is to prevent you from falling, you're gripping this handle and you're thinking, okay, the handle's what does it. And you've got, this kind of like play in here. So the first thing is how you put these on. That's not correct. It's just completely pointless to have these if you're going to do that. What you do is the opposite. You want that. I usually can come up from the bottom, but even if you come in from the top, as long as you get it to where that strap is over the top of your wrist instead of the bottom. So if it's over the bottom, which you can't even do right now, like that, it's useless. If you were to fall like that, you might even break your wrist, right? And you don't have a lot of direct contact with the earth. You want to do it where you come in from the bottom. That strap stays over the top, so that when you adjust these are adjustable. This little button thing here. Okay, you get it to where when you're putting your weight on only your wrist, puts you right in with the grip. So it's really your arm that is the holding. You could literally not hold on to this and still have support. You got 100% contact, and the weight is bearing on your arm, not your hand, right? So that's the first thing. Now you've got a real stable extra limb, basically. Okay, so if you think about it, 1, 2, 3, and then a fourth one, you got 4 points of contact potentially. Now the next part is, I don't know how to film this. Let me put the phone down for a second. I'm going to try to film this. I got this thing hanging in a tree. So you've got this thing strapped properly, both of these, right? So you've got full. I can lean on that, and I've got weight support. Now the other trick is, what I used to do is just kind of walk and go like this, and kind of just have, or people just drag them. And that's why eventually they just take them off. Like, what is this for? It's just in my way. What you want to do is, it's a certain step. See if I got to do it without thinking. So as I'm walking towards you, there it is. So that's the position. I don't know if you can hear me, but notice I'm stepping forward with my left foot. Let's see. That's wrong. It's the opposite. Like that. So whatever foot's going forward, let me think. It's hard to say without doing it. Yeah, so it's the opposite foot, and the pole on the same. If your foot's going forward, the opposite pole is going forward as well. And it's like that. Every step. And that gives you, if you think about it, 4 points on the ground, pretty much. And what ends up happening is, so not only are you stable, in case you do that, or you gotta do something, you're using these to push yourself like skiing. So you end up taking about 30% of the weight off of your legs, and your pack and all that stuff goes onto your arms, your chest, your shoulders. So I get momentum like this. I'll be going down the road like a four-legged animal, just boom, 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 boom. So that's the idea. Once you get, it's hard to do it first because it's anti. What's the word? Can't think of the word. It's It's not intuitive. Counterintuitive is what I'm trying to say. But once you get going, you're going as fast as you can walk. Boom, boom, and you're just hauling. Also, I've got it down where I can run with these things. I can literally run just doing that. And it helps because at the end of the day, I'm sure it's helped me get an extra 5-8 miles. Because if you think about it, if you're carrying 30 pounds or whatever, even if you're not got a pack on, everything you carry, every step you take costs energy. So if all the weight is here and on your back, your legs wear out, right? I mean, they're gonna wear out sooner than if you could distribute 30% of that weight to your arms. And when I'm doing that, now all the weight's balanced in 4 different places. So that's why you do that. That's why if you're gonna get these, and by the way, it's much, I think once you get this down, it took me, I had to sit in the woods like this on a trail bike and go, try to walk. What you wanna do, what you start doing in the beginning is as your left foot goes out, you do this, you go like that. That's the wrong way to do it. You wanna have the opposite foot with the pole. So left foot out, right pole out, that kind of thing. Once you get that pattern down, it becomes natural. You don't think about it. It took me a couple of days to try to figure that out to where I got smooth. And I'm like, okay, now I get it. Then your body kind of accepts, hey, I've got 2 extra limbs here. And you got a lot of stability. You're going over a creek bed like those roots and things. You can literally, if you get a good pole, I could almost put my whole 230 pounds on these poles and jump off a creek bed with my feet in the air and just push off with these poles. So very helpful for safety. You're going to go up a hill and you're going to climb a gully and you're trying to get up the thing, and it's not just your legs, you've got another thing to push up with, so it's really, that's why they use them. That's why they've been around for hundreds of years. Go look at old hiking stuff from the Matterhorn and they all have a hiking stick, and it's not just for show or just to look like Gandalf. It really is to give you this flexibility that you need in safety. So we're out of here. I'm not quite back, but there's the end right there. So we just walked a mile. Stopped a couple times to film, but it's a pretty nice trail here. This is about 40 minutes from my RV spot. I'm gonna come down and I think one of these days I might have somebody drop me at one end, leave my car up here and just walk the whole 13 miles. Because it's really easy walking, comparatively. So, you guys have a great Saturday. I like this view right here. I like these. See, this had to have been a road here or some kind, I think it's probably a railroad track. The way they've got the rise here. You'll find these all throughout the woods of the country, all over the country. Where I grew up in Spirit Lake, Idaho, we used to run on the old logging roads, we called them. And that's what they were. They were in the forest where it had overgrown like this, trees in the middle of it, but you could tell it was a road. I looked up the history of it, and Spirit Lake used to be a lumber town. So there used to be a real intricate system of logging trains in there that they just cut. Nobody lived out there. They just cut trees and hauled them out on the train tracks. Eventually they abandoned those, the mill closed, and it grew in like this. But you could find little awesome trails through the woods that were still passable. So that was cool. Very similar here. Kind of weird to think, 80 years ago, 100 years ago, or I guess it'd be 150 years ago or so. The slaves were living on one side of this road and white people were living on the other. They were down here scraping trees for resin, for turpentine. Those people are long dead. Their ancestors don't know anything about it, and here we are on a national wildlife refuge walking on the same road in the middle of the woods. So weird. So weird. One thing I really wish I could get, we really could invent is a time machine. That'd be so cool to pop back on this road right here and take a look around in 1833 and see what those people would say. What the hell? Oh, there we go. All right, man. You guys have a great day. Rambler out.